up, chat? Um, this is kind of a stream I want to do for a while now, but basically, around age like 9 or 10, my parents have slowly have been concerned about the fact that I still like Thomas. So I just kind of want to talk about why I still like the show. Um, to go in depth of how I got into Thomas, it started in 2018 when I was 5 years old. The show started airing on Nick Jr. and since I really liked Nick Jr., I decided to watch it. I think I knew prior that it was airing on PBS Kids, but I didn't really watch PBS Kids as a kid. I have vague memories of watching shows like Sesame Street and Xavier in the Room Museum, and like that one show, The Fucking Talking Moon. But other than that, I don't have any memories of watching PBS Kids. So, Nick Jr. was my first exposure to Thomas. Um, I quickly got into the show. Later that year for Christmas I got the Jackmaster 2 toys, Thomas, Percy, Edward, James, and the Great Race set. Um it just continued afterwards. I continued watching the show. I continued to get merchandise for my birthday and Christmas and other events. Um I grew up with the Andrew Brenner and Bubba era. And then later in 2018, um, um, I, I would go to my grandmother's house and I would just watch videos on her phone, and then I don't know how, but I stumbled upon Thomas remakes, and then later Thomas fan series, and it just hooked me in that other people that were even way older than me actually liked the show too, and I didn't feel alone because for some reason, I was getting bullied for liking Thomas in kindergarten and first grade. A few kids didn't hang out with me because they thought it was a baby show, even though those kids were 4, 5, 6 years old. So, and looking back, it really makes no sense on why they were bullying me because of the age demographic. Um, but another thing that made me feel better was I would draw Thomas a lot, and one day in first grade, I was sitting by one of my friends and during aftercare, and I drew Thomas, and the next day in morning care, I came in and I saw like a group of a group of my friends trying to replicate the drawing that I did of Thomas because they thought it was really good, and it just it stunned me that people actually liked the drawings that I made of the characters and stuff. Um then later on in fifth grade, I continued to draw the Thomas characters again. This was when fifth grade was around a period where I rebranded this channel, and so I was really getting back into Thomas again, and people also really liked those drawings and my artwork. And I really appreciate that no one really judges me for liking Thomas anymore. There's people that question it, but they don't really care. Um, to go back a bit, I made a few channels. I made the Best Friend Productions channel when I was in first grade. As it was very short lived, and it only lasted for a few months. But then in during 2020, around fourth grade, um, I I made this channel, and I dubbed it Jackson the Railway Fan, and I started making Thomas videos and stuff like that. Um, and then however, I switched up to um also making Ed's Edgeworld and South Park content because those were two shows that I also loved. Um the reason why I stopped making Thomas content on the channel for a brief period of time was like because I just liked Edgeworld and South Park, and like I just didn't really watch Thomas that much around that time. And um the reason why I started making Thomas content again, and the reason why I stopped making Edgeworld and South Park content was because a group of people in the fandom um they a group of people in the Edgeworld fandom they cyberbullied me. They constantly harassed me. They told me to kill myself. They called me a bunch of slurs and shit. And and it got to a point where I just like didn't want to have a YouTube channel anymore. And like I went on a rampage saying that I wanted to kill myself, which I genuinely wanted to at that time, even though I was like 10, because they were telling me to delete my channel. They told me to kill myself. And these guys were teenagers who should have known better. It just got to a point where I just didn't want to be a YouTuber anymore. Three of those people still have YouTube channels, but I'm not going to name them because the situation happened 2 years ago in 2023, and evidence of the stuff they've done has unfortunately been lost to time, but they damn well remember it because the last time I talked to them was a year ago in a YouTube comment section where I recognized them and I confronted them about it. And so after that incident, I quit this channel, and then for a good 8 months, I started making content on my now music channel, making gotcha content, BFDI content, and I slowly like stopped making South Park content afterwards, and that's mainly the reason why I don't really watch Edgewood that much anymore, nor do I interact with the fandom. Um, I've just like come to realize that like Thomas as like Thomas is like a really big hyperfixation for me, and like it's genuinely a safe haven, man. Not just that, but like the show and books, um, at times it can genuinely be really good. The world building, the characters, and like shit like that. That's still going on to this day, and the fact that I've made several and like the fact that I've like made several friends in this fandom, and like I've helped several people in this fandom. Just like it just makes me happy, man. And the fact that I have an audience that likes the type of content that I make is also uh it's just heartwarming, man. A hyperfixation is like something that you're really into, basically. Like something that you're obsessed with. Uh, yeah. Um, I'm probably not like I've debated on it, but like as of current, I don't really plan on making Ezreal content. Like I still watch the show sometimes, and like I do like the characters and stuff, but like it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I have a very lack of interest on making that content, and like after like those group of people like cyberbullied me and shit, I just like lost interest of making Edgewood content, and I feel like as if I even try to, I might be reminded of that shit. Um, yeah. it. Um, Also just like making my own characters based off of the show. Like, uh, I don't really like have Thomas the Tank Engine OCs. I like work on the Northwestern Railway. I did used to have some, but like, um, considering the fact that like there's no need to have like there's barely any need to have OCs be canon and like um just like having like 98 different characters in your AU is just like really fucking stupid. I mainly put my OCs either on the Tube Grounds Railway or I just kill them off. Like that's it. Uh I made a community post about that. But that doesn't mean I don't know shit about Thomas Hole. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm gonna continue. I'm not sure when I'm gonna Wi-Fi. Uh, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I covered the first 8 characters at the time in that video. Um, Tix, aka Tyler, has changed his basis. Um, Lennox has also changed his basis. Reagan has also changed his basis. Clarkson, Kate, everyone except Jack has changed his basis. Let's just leave it at that. Everybody except Jack. What is he blaming you for? Um, it's also like the show really got me into trains and also like it really also like if it weren't for like shit like Thomas or other cartoon shows I used to watch like Paw Patrol, etc., I probably wouldn't even have an interest in drawing. Like I did I did like have an interest like coloring in books and stuff like that, but like stuff like Thomas like really pushed me to uh draw stuff like that. What did Melly do? I'm pretty sure I stated it in my one of my recent community posts. Um, I'm not gonna reiterate. Yes, like it's in like my very recent community post. I don't want to reiterate it right now, so I restate it. I can't say that. Fuck. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to shit. I don't know how to speak, guys. I don't know what I did to get blamed by Melly. Just like hide him from your channel and block him. Yeah, and also like watching the Thomas Creator Collective videos, like it also expanded my interest in like fan content and stuff like that. Um, like the show was really great. Well, sometimes, but like, you know, like it's kind of like SpongeBob, you know. Um, but the books are like damn near perfect, man. Um, besides like a few Chris Audrey books. Female gin tea is pink. I am excited for winter break. It starts on Friday. Yeah, I just want to like have a quick moment to talk about that. There's something much else to talk about. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.